Oh man, so close. Almost there, guys. For the Doom game. Welcome back, everyone, to Diablo. You guys, if you haven't voted already, you can vote on whether I do a Let's Play, a review, or a quick Let's Play, or an edited Let's Play of Doom Eternal. So be sure to go vote. That's youtube.com/community/acclaimed101, or I think it's vice versa. Whichever, you can just go to my profile. You'll see community tab right there. Go check it out. Okay. I just want to put that early plug in there because I want you guys to vote and see what we got. It's going to be probably 3 videos a day posted to this channel. I hope you guys don't mind. So if you notice extra content coming out soon, it's what's going to be happening. Just stay tuned to the community tab. Anyway, welcome back. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. It's time to go and figure out what the hell I missed in the Oasis. Upworlder, thank you for the comment. By the way, thank you everyone for the comments. You guys are freaking nailing it, by the way. I love doing these videos where I can actually read your comments and check all your amazing advice out. And I really, really do appreciate it. So thank you so much. But Upworlder, I see you at the top of the comments right now. And you say that I need to go to the Far Oasis and go to the Maggot lair to do the first part of the Herodric Staff quest. So apparently I missed it. And also in the Far Oasis, I missed Waypoint possibly. Yeah, I did. So I don't have it. So yeah, that's a big mistake on my part. There's a bunch of other stuff too that I don't know too much about. Apparently you can like throw a bunch of your potions into the Herodric Cube, have them get upgraded, stuff like that. Again, all this stuff completely new to me. I do apologize. I'm trying to learn, but of course I'm a big noob, and that's part of the fun of it, obviously, just like trying to figure all this stuff out. And hopefully we can turn this series into somewhat of a noob becomes an amateur, you know? Noob becomes amateur, as he doesn't have any of his skeletons currently spawned in, or any of his sacrifices. There we go. Okay, now we're living the dream. So let's head on out. Where are we right now? We're in the Rocky Waste. So we want to get to the Oasis. So we're just going to speed run past everything and hope that our children do not get murdered horribly. Wait, there's a ton of dudes over here. Yeah, I also, one of the fun things is, oh, hey, look at that. Great swords appear. One of the fun things is that my allies just go around and murdering all the things. Whoops. You know, speaking of murdering all the things, I mean murder my own sacrifices. I mean, that is what they are for, right? They are there to get sacrificed. Gotta remember to summon my banelings as we move out here. Oh shit, look at all this stuff. And and apparently I missed an entire chest in the last run as well. Oops. Yeah, I figured I missed a chest too. Like, it was in the back of my mind. I think I even mentioned, like, I'm pretty sure I missed a chest. And it might be the color palette, maybe I'm colorblind, or something like that, but I just didn't spot it. For the life of me, maybe it was hidden under a dead body or something like that. I know one of you guys pointed out the time of when that happened. Also, I'm dying horribly. I'm going to spend one of my greater potions there. But yeah, it's like, it's so funny, the things that you miss. When you're doing commentary and you're playing a game, it's so easy to miss things. And, I mean, that's part of the sacrifice you have to make sometimes when you're doing live commentary and playing the game. But I do apologize. I know it's definitely, it would trigger me too, man. I've watched a lot of Twitch streamers and watched a lot of YouTubers, and I'm like, oh, pick up the thing, dummy. And it's like, it happens, and it's something that is a shame, to say the least. Now, okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't remember where the Far Oasis is. We're currently in the dry hills now. I'm gonna head up to the top area here. I know we already have the waypoint, but I just want to double check. And I'm pretty sure. Okay, no, this is still the dry hills overall. Far Oasis, eh? I apologize. I'm not 100% familiar on the Oasis, but we're gonna try and figure it out. Also, my poor skeletons, dude. My Abyssal Knights. Oh God. Well, no one cares about the sacrifices because that is indeed what they are. In order to keep the Emperor living forever, we must give him psychic children to, you know, harvest them and make sure the Emperor keeps on living. So, of course, we'll just keep sacrificing people. That's how we do it. For the Emperor. Oh, wait, are you telling me this isn't Warhammer Fantasy? Shit, okay, fine. Are we Warhammer 40k? Whatever. I'm getting all my Warhammer messed up. Shit. Remember wondering why I'm like quoting weird things from Warhammer games. I'm addicted to Warhammer, man. I've been watching a lot of Luton. He's doing a lot of really great like lore videos on Dawn of War, not Dawn of War, on Warhammer 40,000. God damn it, my brain doesn't work. Okay, listen, this is how my brain works. Oh, we're in the Far Oasis right now. Sweet. So it is an area that we haven't really fully explored yet, so that's good. That's a big plus. For some reason, I thought, you know, I saw everything here, but apparently not. And apparently, I just got freaking nuked. I don't know what hit me there, but okay. All right, so we're looking for what's called the maggot lair. I'm happy that at least I'm still one-shotting dudes as we're running around here. I'm sure we're going to get into that moment where, you know, it's not going to be so easy. Amazon only. Bow, unfortunate. Just say the least. Oh my gosh. I will say it's probably not the brightest idea. Probably not being the sharpest tool in the shed, you know, trying to speed run through all this stuff considering how much damage these guys can do to us. Apparently those hobbit-looking dudes are from Baldur's Gate. If I remember one of you saying that correctly. It's kind of interesting seeing all these different sprites and things like that. Oh, flawless topaz. Hey, now we're getting some cooler shit in our inventory here. Hand of God. Can I have the Hand of Cain? We took out Daystar. He will be missed, I'm sure, dearly. Wherefore art thou? Maggot Cave. I need to find it. It'll be found somewhere. So of course I find all these random chests that have nothing in them, but you know. Okay, we're in the Lost City now, so we'll avoid Lost City. We don't need Lost City. We will forebode going there. What's our money at? Oh, we're at 126,000. Wow, feels pretty good money-wise. Like we are just rocking it right now in terms of all of our income. Okay, so if we head down here, are we entering a new zone? Doesn't seem like it. I'll say the funny thing about the stamina, it always just kind of makes me giggle a little bit, is whenever I run out of stamina... Oh, of course it's trapped. What else would it be? Whenever I run out of stamina, it's always kind of endearing to watch as if my character's tripping. Hell, even in Final Fantasy VII when I was much younger, I don't, for some reason I thought it was hilarious that I could just keep spamming the sprint button and it would look like Cloud is constantly tripping over his own feet. I don't know, I'm easily amused, I guess you could say. It's always a lot of fun. It's the little things in life that make you laugh and have a good time. And if we can't have a good time, what's the point? What's the point, man? That's why we play video games, have a good life, enjoy all that stuff, right? That's the fun of it. And of course to relive the old nostalgia world. Are we still in the Oasis? Okay, there's also a giant head here, which you guys said are possibly Herodric priests or something like that. You know, members of the Herodrum. Something, I'm very unfamiliar with the Herodrum, and I hope the game does a little bit more to explain who they are, because obviously we know that Cain, I think, is part of the... I say obviously, and actually now that I say it, I don't think it is so obvious, because is Cain a Herodric dude, you know? Is he part of the Herodrum? Or am I mistaken? I'm assuming he is, considering he knows so much about Herodric lore and all that stuff, right? But these were these amazing, like, priests that had all these amazing bits of technology here and there. Why is that? So the head is, like, marked on the map. That must be important. Also, Maggot Lair, we found it! We found it. Excellent. Thank you, guys. I should have a little guide up on the side, really, for these types of games, just because I'm obviously not always sure where to go. I mean, even at the end of Diablo 1. Oops, I hit the tilde key. I was using my bow there. Which is not a bad choice, especially in these hallways. Actually, you know what? We'll switch over to our bow just for this. But, I kind of forget what I was saying. But, yeah, it's just interesting going through everything and trying to learn it all. Oh, right, yeah, I was talking about... I was wambling about the fact that it was cool. Oh my god, my brain doesn't work today, guys. Alright, well, anyway, moving on. Oh, man. Listen, at least I've actually taken some time off work finally, so yeah, at least to be able to get some sleep in and relax and enjoy all the things in life. Right, I had the guide on the side of the screen. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, on Beelzebub, I had the guide on the side of the screen for the last bit of it, just because it's very important to be able to know where the hell you're going. Hell, I was replaying Fallout 1, the other day, and man, that was a nightmare to get through without a guide. And the moment you bring a guide up, you're like, oh, thank God, I understand what I'm doing now. It is fun to explore, especially if you're very early on in the game, because pretty much any choice you make isn't incorrect, usually, unless it like instantly leads to your death, and of course maybe that decision wasn't so great for your livelihood. But I don't know, I feel like being able to make whatever choice you want right at the beginning, and then learning from those mistakes is also quite a bit of fun. But I always remember when I was much younger, and even today sometimes I'll just look into a guide. Hell, when Elder Scrolls Oblivion came out, I would just read through the Prima guide. Was it Prima? Whatever company made the guide, and just kind of explore and peruse throughout the guide and read all the lore and the cool shit that went on in that stuff. And that probably really, spiked my curiosity in the world of the Elder Scrolls. Oblivion was my first game I ever was introduced, or my first introduction to the Elder Scrolls universe, right? I never played Morrowind until later, much later. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see these types of games. And again, with Diablo, like I started with Diablo II, and I must have played it through only once when I was much younger, and now to be going back through it again, of course, with a fresh coat of paint, and with all your guys' help and everything like that, it's definitely super cool, and I very much enjoy it. It's definitely a highlight for me whenever I get to do stuff like this. And typically, with the limited time I have, I typically now, my gaming experience is through playing these games, commentating over them, and trying to be relatively entertaining with you guys, while I'm simultaneously trying to learn and relive my childhood memories and stuff like that. I think that's super cool. I think that's super cool that you guys also want to share these moments with me as we jump on through, or just laugh at my horrible play. I mean, let's be real. This is not particularly high skill. We're not talking like pro speedrunner levels or anything like that. We're just talking derping around and having a good time. And hell, if that's not what video games is all about, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Unless we get into esports and speedrunning communities, playing games is just about having a good time, and I think that's always a nice thing to fall back on, for sure. We're just going down this rabbit hole. This reminds me a lot of one of the Final Fantasy 14 dungeons, where you're just slowly going down into this ant cave. It was very creepy, man. You get sucked down lower and lower into this horrific cave full of ants and weird bugs. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not super into bugs, man. If you're into bugs, then that's awesome. I wish I had the same guts you guys had. But I can't say I'm super bug boy. 9,000 over here. Also, Gothic plate 607. See, that's the thing about the blue items. I just don't care for them too much. Attack rating go up. I mean, sure, it's pretty dope, but I don't really mind too much about throwing that away. We have another war staff. War never changes. We don't need the bow. Again, we can sell this stuff, but it seems like selling stuff is not the goal of this mod. At least in normal mode. Maybe later down the line they'll have things like forging and all that cool stuff. It almost looks like we're peeling away boogers, man. I don't know why that's where my brain goes, but it looks like we're peeling away boogers. I mean, all this snot-covered cave. I guess instead of the spiders using webs, they used boogers. I mean, that's definitely it. That's what I'm seeing. Look at all the goo. I get spiders are typically associated with maybe poison because they're poisonous fangs and stuff like that, but it's kind of funny to me when we look at this and all we see is these gooey piles. Okay, we're not going to go that way just yet. That looks important. I know these caves are generally randomly generated, right? So they're always going to seem a little bit different for some, but I'm sure there's certain story beats and designs where they're okay, we're going to put the fire in front of the next important zone. Ceremonial armor. I just want to see what that looks like. Oh yeah, there you go. Ceremonial sorceress armor. Very neat. I'll say one thing that would be nice is if they were to remaster Diablo 1, is if they just gave us the option to play male or female characters. So we have sorcerer, sorceress. That's one thing I thought that was kind of cool about Diablo 3. But of course then it kind of changes up your character a bit, right? Your character is no longer named specifically, I think the source... Actually, no, I think a lot of the characters from Diablo 2, no matter who you pick, don't really later get mentioned too much. I think obviously we've run across the idea that the necromancer later comes into Diablo 3 as the one that teaches this guy, or this guy is the teacher for something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I forget. I mentioned it before in episode 1, and I totally forgot. Anyway, apparently this guy died while I was talking away. Look, I see the chest this time. We did it. Okay. All of that work just to get into here and have my lovely minions defeat the boss in glorious fashion. I say the funniest thing about playing a necromancer is the fact that you don't really have to touch anyone. Also, there's another chest here. Don't worry, I see it. I see it. But you don't really have to touch anyone in this game. It seems that we're getting tier 2 items now, which is cool. 4% summon minion damage. Well, that's pretty nice. But when you eat it away, I know it seems good. But it's not yellow. And if it's not yellow, it's no go, okay? Throwing it to the wayside, not worth it. Staff of the Kings, though. That sounds like a quest item. You've made progress in a quest. Sweet. Staff of Kings. Also, it has skills. How cool is that? So we have +1 to all skills. Plus 16% cast speed. Probably pretty good for some characters. Not for us, though, in our current build, anyway. Plus 6% spell damage. Cool. Or 5%, excuse me. Just 15% cast speed, 5% spell damage. And elemental resist, 25%. Swear to God, though, whoever at Blizzard at the time when they made this game and then they made this font, I'm sure a lot of people that have played this game a lot have no problem differentiating between the 15s and the 16s. Like, there's a 16 there on the attack, right? 13 to 16 damage or 15% cast speed. It's just, guys, listen, I'm blind, as we've all learned, and so I suffer from cannot see Chestia. So, you know, I can't just go about not being able to read 5. Number 5 is important, please. For the love of God, developers.
Greetings.
Look at them. Greetings. Hello.
The Staff of Kings. You astound me, my friend. You have discovered the shaft portion of a Herodric staff. I trust you know how to use a Herodric cube to unite the shaft with its headpiece.
I mean, I do, but at the same time, where's the headpiece guy? So perhaps... Wait. What's Tainted Sun? Quest log. Aha! So our second quest is Project Staff. Search the halls of the dead under the dry hills. Ah, very important. Oh, and search the maggot lair under the far oasis. Okay, yeah. I should probably read my quest. Might be a little bit more helpful. Wouldn't you say? Ask Drognan, the barbarian. Drognan reminds me of like a Fallout character. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a Bethesda mood right now because Doom's coming out. But Drognan, the barbarian, is that real? Am I just misremembering? They had a barbarian dude in one of their I swear to guys. They had a barbarian dude in one of their comics. Okay. We must talk to him about the strange darkness. Where is Drognan? Also, what is that quest called again? Please excuse. Tainted Sun. Okay.
Good to see you.
Oh, there we go. Now we have an option for the Herodric Staff. We didn't before.
The Staff of Kings. You astound me, my friend. You have discovered the...
Okay, never mind. It's all the same stuff. Tainted Sun.
Drognan may have some advice on this matter. I think I'll speak with him myself.
Why do you have to sound so crafty, guy? But, I mean, he is someone that studies these type of things, right?
This unnatural nightfall is no doubt caused by evil sorcery. Drognan might know what we are dealing with.
Oh, that's why it's nighttime? I thought it just became nighttime because it was like a day-night cycle. No, this is a magical nighttime? I honestly didn't even realize. It does seem quite dark.
Greetings, claw vipers. This outer darkness mirrors the inner blackness of their souls. It is they who have eclipsed the sun, I'll wager. They are a venomous band.
Interesting. Thank you, Lysander, for basically no information. Also, can we talk to the prince? Oh, he just hangs out outside of his little chapel here. Very nice. Yeah, tell me about Tainted Sun, my friend.
My astrologers failed to predict this eclipse. You should seek Drognan's advice.
So what's happening right now is actually an eclipse. It's not just that it's nighttime. This magic has forced an eclipse, which is nuts.
Good evening. 2 men arrived late last night bearing a story about evil magic. They said they saw a gathering of giant snake creatures performing some arcane ritual. They sound like the serpent men of the desert.
Okay. I know we see more of these like serpent people in Diablo 3, don't we? Okay, so serpent people doing weird serpenty things. I mean, leave it to a snake to do something like that, right? Call upon the eternal eclipse or some such. Wait, where is Wariv? There we go. I want to get his opinion.
Good evening.
Yeah, there we go.
The sun has grown disgusted with the terrible deeds it must shine upon each day. Damnation is upon us all.
Oh my god, I love it. The sun is disgusted, and so it's gone away. It just left. Ugh, look at all these humans letting all the demons kill them. Ugh, I'm disgusted.
Good to see you. This permanent darkness is very unsettling. It would make navigation by stars easier for me, though.
Hey, there you go. Looking at the positive side of things. Definitely nice. Yeah, so I guess you only get this quest just by exploring and running into that issue, right?
Drognan the wizard will have some idea as to what is happening.
I wonder if we should talk to Drognan. I wonder if he has information that we... I wonder if that's important.
Good evening. This whole place is one big ale fog.
Okay. You know, they might need to put up some more lights in here. I mean, look how dim it is when you walk away. I think some of the lighting might have been messed up, or they just forgot to put lights. Because look, the fire looks great, but even like some of the lanterns aren't really. They're just kind of there. They're not lit. Maybe they couldn't for the time. Maybe they could only put a certain amount of like lights in the area. Maybe.
I've been researching this lengthy eclipse, and I believe it to be the work of claw vipers. Find their temple beneath the desert sands, and you may find the source of this curse.
Okay, so we have our goal set before us, and I think we have one more dude we can talk to about this.
Who goes there? This midday darkness reeks of foul magic. My men and I are trying to keep the peace, but this kind of thing really scares people.
I can imagine if darkness overtook the planet. I mean, sorry, an eclipse overtook the planet, and then it's just like pure darkness all the time. Sure, absolutely. Okay, so now the project staff, we know that we need to go to. Oh, search the Claw Viper Temple for the headpiece. Well, sounds like we're getting there. Destroy the serpent altar in the Claw Viper Temple. So we have 2 quests now in the same exact place. Ain't that a thing? Alright. Where exactly is this again? Halls of the Dead for the cube. I think we've already done Halls of the Dead. I know we already have the cube ever since the beginning of the game, but yeah. And then search the maggot lair. We just did that. And then, yeah, search the Claw Viper Temple. So we need to find that temple. We must find the temple. Also, we must find that waypoint. Alright, let us quickly run out of this dungeon. I know it's 3 floors, but this is the only way for us to be in the Far East. Maybe, or Far Oasis, excuse me. The Far East. This isn't Stormblood. Yes, let's get up here. Oh my god. I just realized just how far these tunnels are. There's an item, in Dark Cloud, which we've also been playing on this planet. Yes, on this planet and on this channel. Believe it or not, both this channel and this planet are one and the same. There's an item called Dran's Feather, and it lets you sprint, much like, you know, stamina drink in this game. How dare they remove stamina drink, though? Obviously, for probably balancing purposes, maybe they felt that stamina drinks were just too overpowered, and that's why they've nerfed them, or stamina drinks were much later in the game, who knows. To be 100% certain. Also, of course, there's the waypoint right there, so if I was smart, I would have clicked on that earlier. But alas, I have failed once again to do so. But on the bright side, at least I'm feeling healthy, so that's a good sign. Where the hell would this Viper thingamajargon be, man? I don't actually know. But I'm sure it's not a place we've been to before. I'm fairly certain I've been pretty thorough about places I've gone and locations I've explored, but actually looking at this turns out may not be true. Even with the full map on display for us, we don't particularly have full sight of everything. Could there perhaps be an entrance somewhere to this lair that I mayhap have missed? Although the darkness overtook us in this right area here, just off the far oasis, which we did explore, but maybe not enough? I'm not sure, so join me as we explore this scary yet unique area. Of course, we have a waypoint up there, but you know. Free loot, yo. Free loot. I wonder how my skeletons are just dying so easily, though. I don't know. Are they just not leveled enough? Ooh, look at this gothic plate. Hell yeah. 690. Physical damage reduced by 9. Hell yeah. Poison length reduced. And then the sockets are cool. But, the +3 to all attributes. I mean, I probably put too much value in this, but still +12 attribute points. That's basically a level and a bit. Or 2 levels and a bit, excuse me. That's pretty solid, right? Like, it's essentially making my character 2 levels and a bit stronger, so that feels too good to pass up. As much as I would love the additional defense, because, man, I get creamed too easily. If I let them hit me, ooh, it hurts. Thankfully, Enerlando hasn't died yet. That is always a good sign. Ooh, another amulet. Hell yeah. Still like gathering amulets. Doesn't look like we get too many of the yellow amulets, which is a bit of a shame. I guess we're also looking for vipers or snake-like things. So perhaps something I missed along the way here. I'm gonna keep spawning my banelings. So I sprint around. Nope, doesn't look like there's an area to enter here. And this is the lost city that we're currently in. Oh, of course, we got the invisible birds hanging out. Where could it be? I pray that there's not something I'm misreading here, right? Search the Claw Viper Temple for the headpiece, and then, yeah, destroy the Serpent Altar in the Claw Viper Temple beneath the Valley of Snakes. Beneath the Valley of Snakes. Oh, maybe we need to go to the Valley of Snakes. Is the Valley of Snakes a place we've been to, though? That much I can't remember. Let's check the waypoint. Oh, this is... Okay, great. The Lost City is actually a place we haven't been to yet, but we haven't been to said Valley of Snakes perhaps just yet? Is Valley of Snakes the area that we're in? Oh, that looks kind of temple-y on the bottom right. Maybe go check that out real quick. I do feel like we've been here before. But perhaps not with the... Yeah, there we go. Valley of Snakes. There we go. We did it. We did it. Hell yeah. All right.
This place is as dark as a tomb.
It is. It is dark as a tomb. Aha! Give me the chest. Oh god, it's poisoned. It's not poisoned, but it is trapped. Okay, well these definitely look like snakes. And they deserve to die. Mah! Snakes! Why do they have to be snakes, damn it? Who do they think they are? We're getting a lot of Indiana Jones vibes. Did Indiana Jones come out around this time? Like any Indiana Jones movies? So going into these tombs, trying to gather rare artifacts, right, for the Herodrum. Almost feels like heavily inspired by Indiana Jones at the time. I wouldn't be surprised. I guess if you're holding Alt and you click on those, it doesn't work. Yeah, if you hold Alt, you won't actually interact with the doors, which is interesting. A Great Mall, I don't think I need that. Ow. Arcane toad. Ooh, a skull cap. That might actually be useful. You must purge the heretics. How dare they? I mostly just try to figure out where we're going. Oh, level 2. Alright, it's going there. I'm assuming we're trying to get to the bottom. Oh shit, look at all this. They have the Ice Clan down here. Can't believe they were chilling out without me. How dare they? What is this? Aha! Amulet of the Viper, there you go. Oh, what is this? Oh!
What a pity. I was beginning to enjoy the darkness.
Me too. The darkness was quite nice. Alright, there we go. I figured it wasn't too much we had to do there. Let's head back. We'll come back to here in the future if there's any chests that we need to grab. Hopefully I didn't miss any chests. Actually, is there any just to appease chat. I mean chat. I'm not streaming this. This is how much I used to stream. Appease chat. Yeah, no. Okay. I don't see chests. If you guys see chests, I'm sorry. Let's go wrap up the quest here. There he is.
You have done well to restore light to our world.
I mean, that's just how I do, man. That's just how I do.
I've been researching the old records, trying to find the location of Tal Rasha's tomb. Though I haven't found the tomb itself, I may have a good lead for you. The great Viserai summoner, Horizon, built his arcane sanctuary somewhere around here. He was a powerful spellcaster and kept demons as slaves within the sanctuary. He kept a close eye on great events too, such as the imprisonment of Baal within Tal Rasha's tomb. If you could find Horizon's sanctuary, I'm sure that it would hold some clue as to the tomb's location. Though I doubt Horizon is still alive, you must proceed with caution. There's no telling what could be waiting inside. When I spoke of this with Lord Jaren, he asked that I send you to him. Perhaps he knows of a secret entrance or the like.
Okay, and I think that's a great stopping point for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've been enjoying this series so far. If you have, consider leaving a like, telling your friends about it. Helps support the channel greatly. I'm Acclaimed 101. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.